Okay, so I'm going to give Command Ops Battles from the Bulge a go. I'm going to start with the first scenario on the list, which is Hoffen Hoedown. It's a fairly short scenario, 2 days, and I shall be playing the Germans. So let's start off by having a quick look at the objectives. No, that's the order of battle. That's a good start. I know how to play this game really. Okay, so first one is destroy the enemy. 10 points. Occupy Musnik, which is 10 points occupation. So occupation is you get points for as long as you hold it. Completion is you get a lump sum if you hold it at the end of the game. Hoffen South, Hoffen North, 30 points, mostly for completion. Monschau, 20 points for completion, and Kaltenberg, again 10 points for completion. So most of this really only cares if I hold them at the end. So in the top corner we have a lose-win monitor, which is saying I'm slightly losing. So I'll start by having a quick look at my troops. So if people don't know this game, it's kind of real-time delegation style. So if I go to the order of battle, I'm commanding the 326 Volksgrenadier Division. If I just find my HQ unit up here, I can go to their... I can't do that for the HQ, maybe I have to go just for the slower units. Okay, we'll skip that and just do this way. So, I have a total of 6,000 personnel, so that looks a bit ugly with the ranged units on. And my objective is to basically secure the front line. So, if you don't understand NATO, this is going to be a bit hard, but what I have here is the 1st Battalion of the 752nd Grenadier Regiment. So I can command them, or I could give the whole order just to the whole 752. Down here is the 753, and the 751 is in the south. So, each of these only seems to be made up of one battalion. So they're not large regiments. As you can see, 700 men in each one. So a light platoon, a Fusilier company, bikes, and back here is the artillery. So it's 6 AM. My artillery has got a range larger than the actual map, so I don't have to worry about where I strike. So, I think the best thing I can do is attempt to take the front line. I shall, so you can select each of these units individually and give them orders, but it's normally easier to give it at a battalion level. So I'm going to give them an attack, tell them to form up here, and attack at that. I'm going to have them face slightly off, give them increase the frontage so they'll attack on a wider front, maximum aggression, maximum rate of fire, minimum rest. I'll have them attack in left echelon formation. I'll leave the route unspecified, let the AI get that, and I'll tell them to start at 7 o'clock in the morning. I might move that back to about 7:18 actually. Here I have a bit more of a choice. I shall use the 1st Battalion of 753rd to attack Hoffen North. So again, I'll have them form up here, attack here, kind of a left, increase the frontage a little bit. Again, 7:18 to start, maximum aggression, rate of fire, minimum rest. This isn't going to be the most intricate of attacks. So, you guys form up here, strike down there because we'll need these river crossings definitely. Minimum rest. I'll take you in the right echelon. Again, set your attack to 718. Right, let's soften these guys up a bit before. So, if I click on these, you can see that the regimental still has command of the artillery, but there is up here divisional level artillery. So I'm going to spread this out amongst the targets. These will start off. I can't do it hours easily. Start these off at about 7 o'clock and have them bombard for 15 minutes. That means that bombardment will be finishing when my infantry are going in. Hit that unit as well. There we go. And another one will land there. And for 15 odd minutes. The rest of the artillery will, so these guys now go on to. So for the first hour my guys should organise themselves. Noble worth of regiments, so they're attached to no one. Let's add them into the attack as well. 702, 15 minutes. I'm going to hit these guys up here as well, just to keep them out of the action for a bit. I'm going to leave them on 11. So, light guard can only move or bombard. I'm not really expecting these to do all that much, but it's a good idea to soften up any targets beforehand. Add a bit more artillery for that one. Okay, let's have a quick look at my reinforcements now. So tonight down here I shall get 6 more units. Tomorrow morning I'll get 1 more unit. About midday tomorrow 6 more units will appear up here. There is no escape the map option, so for now I think it's kind of let it run. So timer is running and they're all starting with the emergency resupply calls. As you can see there's a little bit of movement but nothing yet. It should really kick off if I go to full speed. Yeah, everyone's calling for their supplies. So, coming up on 7 o'clock, dawn. You can see enemy units have disappeared because they are now no longer actively spotted. Right, everyone's finished their bombardment and the infantry are going forward. So far everything's working to plan except that 1st Grenadier Regiment is reorganising before it's moving. So the AI in this is fairly smart. It's picking to use the tracks. You can right click to find out what the terrain is. This big red line in the middle here, if I can actually click on it, is the highway. Guys are moving forward. So far nothing has gone horribly wrong. I'm going to pause up for a second and order just a quick bombardment of the actual town and the unit I can see. I'm also going to hit these 2 locations again. Oh, so that's the same guy again. I know the enemy are in that area, so I may as well use them to soften up. Right, light armoured company moving. And there's the first problem. So yep, So the enemy have dropped an artillery strike on the first company and third company of this, which has pinned them. So suppression bar's gone up, fatigue bar's gone up. Casualties are not too mass, but you notice a lot of these units start below full strength. The other company is doing a bit better, has run into an anti-tank platoon and infantry company, but is firing on them. Do I have any fire support on hand? I do. I want to keep the tempo up, so I'm going to hit these guys fairly hard. These guys apparently have got to the form up point and are now thinking about it. So if you see there's like a circle around the objective, if we can clear all the enemy out of that circle, I will claim the objective. They're retreating. So if I've got better IQ, you can see each unit has got ammunition. There's actually a hell of a lot of data going on here. Just for most of the time you won't be able to see it. You can get that on your enemies depending on what you see, but you'll never see their artillery. So, mortar platoon falling back. The 733rd are moving forward. Right, so they're going to run into some problems. Let's hit these companies with a bit more fire support. I'm going to be liberal with my bombardments to start off with. Mainly because I don't want the allies are currently shocked at my attack. They aren't expecting this offensive. That's 2 armoured car companies. Their artillery has definitely done the number on these guys. Casualties are fairly light, but it's kind of knocked them into rout. Things are getting better here though. Right up to that point, rocket attack. And there's about 300 men defending there. And about 700 men defending Hoffen. But my companies are moving in. Not too worried because these are engineer companies, not line companies. I just wish these guys would be moving forward. Oh well. So, any artillery I'm not commanding will go into unit command, so they can call on their own airstrikes and bombardments. Right, all my batteries are finished. So actually quite a strong infantry company here, but hopefully these are fairly green troops. You can see on the enemy units you can't see anything about experience of training or anything like that. But of course I'm still only using grenadier units, so again, can I call in a danger close on them? Anywhere I'm seeing a concentration, I am laying down fire. Enemy casualties won't update as quickly. So the entire 1st battalion of the 572 was 2nd messed up. This is where I'm wishing I had a bit more infantry. I'm only 2 hours into my attack now, so it's not too bad. I say most of my points will come from the if I can hold these objectives at the end. Right, that's the 612th Tank Division and 935th 95th Infantry Regiment. We're now retreating, and I've vanished out of sight. Oh no. Some mechanized, got things from mechanized infantry company, and a light armed platoon of Stuarts going down the road. Alright, so this is crossing a lane, I'm not quite sure what that is. Finally this company is moving forward, battalion's moving forward. See, I haven't ordered that artillery barrage, that's one the AI's called in. So this looks like the 395th Regiment are holding her at Hoffen. They're retreating. I mean, their losses are quite small still. As you can see, the little darker blue section is what they've lost. And the 372 has moved in. There's an assault gun company in there, and mates. What I am completely lacking, of course, is any form of armour here. Unless it's hiding somewhere, I can't see any. Let's hit those guys. And off here. Just that one. So far, it's not going too badly. I mean, the enemy are entrenched. I was always going to take losses trying to push them out, but the losses are fairly small. I just keep hitting them with bombardments whenever I can. See that tank destroyer platoon's going down. It's only got armoured cars left. Ooh, that artillery strike's doing a number on them. Maximum suppression. Lost a good number of men. Unfortunately, I have nothing really I can do to help, apart from laying with the artillery. Another company's moving in. So obviously this platoon's there protecting the flank. The AI's decided it needs to do that. Sorry, company. That's the HQ section there. With an I company holding it. See my little turkey in the corner. Oh, are they routing? Yes, they're routing. Excellent, that'll help me a bit. Slam artillery into these two units. And into I company up there, just to keep them on the run. Oh, that's a bit close to my guys. Friendly's in way, yes, I know. Okay, how about up here? Well, we've definitely got many to Hoffen, but as it stands, the enemy are not falling back that quickly. It's 1400 in the afternoon, so 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, God. I can tell time on it. 2 o'clock. Oh. I'm having a bit of a mental block here. Oh, well, it's the afternoon anyway. Still day one, so at least that's going in my favour. But as you can see, it's starting to get dark now because it is January. Looks like that mortar platoon's falling back. Third Battalion HQ there. I Company falling back. See, the Battalion HQ is moving up here. Still got to wait about. So the reinforcements should be arriving at any point now. And then I have to decide where to send them. So they'll be appearing down here, so it makes sense to push them through Hoffen towards Kettelhörnberg whenever they decide to get here. The Battalion HQ is taking casualties. Reorganisation. Right, if I just select all my guys, that's cost me about 400 men so far today. Everyone seems to be settling down for the night. These companies are moving in. This assault gun company has really slowed me down, so I'm going to lay into them with pretty much everything I've got here. Okay, I can't because they're too close. What about that? Because there's an engineer battalion helping them out. So you can see that's the unit pathing, is trying to go the long way around. I can fix that if I readjust my attack and tell them to attack down there. No rest, maximum aggression, I'll accept math. Actually I'll keep losses at minimum, but I'll allow them to expend maximum anything else. Quickest route. And just let them kick off whenever they want. So yeah, they failed their move task because I just told them to do something else. Battalion HQ is moving in towards North Hoffen. '751 has abandoned its attack. Finally, the other guys have arrived. This gives me another 400 troops. I'm going to tell them to move up to here. Quickest route, and everything else I'll leave on normal. So I've got orders delay on realistic, so it may take them a little while to accept that command. As it is, obviously we've got some enemy units around Hoffen that are stopping me from actually securing it. It's not going fantastically for me. I'm going to probe. Actually no, I'm not going to probe, I'm going to move these guys up in support. That K company's been spotted. 176 men. They're probably in the radius, yeah, they're probably what we're having to deal with. Yes, friendly's in the way, okay, okay. How about that? Yep, that apparently worked for them. I know this is danger close, but... Right, I'm going to have to hit them with a longer artillery barrage in 10 minutes. Friendly's in the way. Okay, let's cancel that attack order and assault K Company. You form up here and assault north. But I'm actually going to tell you to wait till about 6 o'clock in the morning to do that. You form up here, assault here, again, wait till about 6 o'clock in the morning. At this point I don't really care, I want that crossing. You guys are still sitting around doing nothing. Let's speed up because it's night and everyone's kind of resting. There's probably people who look watching me do this now that are just swearing at me for how useless I am at this game. The allies are probing, I'm guessing. Oh. Come on, you cowards, move. But it's because they've arrived at night, they've decided they're going to wait for dawn to actually make a move. Right, so I'm going to lay in a few more artillery bombardments for the morning. Long-term artillery is a bit of a pain to lay in because you can't easily add an hour. That's why I tend to do it a bit more ad hoc. Oh, and the allies apparently are pushing in. Oh, finally those guys are starting to move. So artillery hasn't hit them, thank God. There was a mechanised infantry platoon there though. Right, dawn has arrived. Right, my men are pushing forward quite nicely here. Here they kind of run into a tank destroyer unit and a K Company. Just falling back now. Moving through the village. Hopefully this is just a spoiling attack and not a major one. This is going to be a bit embarrassing if it is. Okay. I'm actually going to cancel your move order and tell you to attack down here. I'm also going to lay in a bit more artillery on them. Because it's that assault gun platoon. Right. Nova Worth has smashed that position. I'm obviously not calling in that artillery strike. Inside company still holding out. These guys are thinking about their attack now. Tank destroy platoon, which apparently still doesn't have any tanks left in it. Right. Objective wise, I've gained 1.2 points so far. But seeing that most of my objective is to secure these 3 towns here, which will give me about 50 points, should move me into at least a minor victory. And I still have 24 hours to do this. You're going to reject that one, aren't you? And Nervalworth is doing for supplies. Not too bad, they've still got 130 odd rockets. Spread the pain around a bit. Our longer bombardment. See, we've just there you go, they're routing. I company has been reduced from about 150 men down to 87. Terran HQ just seems to be holding around 20. And we now have pretty much 3 battalions fighting in the area. Push those north again. No rest. I want these guys out. Damn it. Light armoured. Those Stuarts again. That's my next bout of reinforcements. Oh, they must have arrived. Oh, some Stugs. Right. Move up to here. Stugs, Stoogs. Quickest, fastest with no rest. This assault gun company has really stymied my attack. Well, nothing I can do about it. Well, apart from order more attacks. Infantry company. So I should be getting my last batch of reinforcements for the north soon. They're going to have to get thrown straight into assault on Manschau. Let's increase that actually thing there. Oh, that's target range. Okay, bit weird. As it is, let's have a fairly lengthy double Nervalworth strike on here. Maximum rate of fire for these, I think. There's a counter battery fire onto these guys. Right. So 751 is below strength apparently. Losses aren't too heavy at all, really. These guys up here have taken the worst, probably about 25 to 30% losses. And they've actually retreated towards my lines, but I suppose that is woodlands. Yes, it's this armoured car platoon. Where are my stugs? Waiting. Order delay in this gets quite frustrating. That's just lone units that won't surrender even when they're surrounded by massive enemies. Not a perfect game, it's damn fun, but not perfect. Gonna adjust your assault there. Still reorganising, getting ready. What about you? I want you to attack him. Somehow I don't think you're going to be making this attack. Massive fatigue, massive suppression. All my guys are really tired now. But, yeah, all they've got, the allies have got to be tired as well. All they've got to do is push them out. You need to get moving. Speed time up again. Still failed to knock a single Stuart out. Finally, okay. My 2nd Grenadier Regiment's arrived. So, say, 2nd Battalion's Grenadier Regiment's arrived. I want you to move up into the town here. Quickest route, minimum aggression. Minimum aggression is just so they don't start picking fights along the way. Objectives routed. Not routed. See, they're moving. Ah, big Stoogs are moving up finally. Hopefully having a fresh battalion in there will help. Where's the best to place these guys? So, area laws. Those not really anywhere good I can put these guys where they'll be able to see into the town. So I'm just going to have to move them up the street, I think. Put them there. They should be able to see that tank destroyer. Right, so let's adjust that movement to here. I can also do a pathing, which is click on there, click. Let's do it right. There we go. You basically can have the computer work out path for you. So this is a simple scale one, so although I'm screwing it up. Oh, they're routing finally. Yes, enemy regiment, battalion HQ is surrendered, so if I just, oh, won't double zoom me to that because it's right on the screen already. So they surrendered. That should give me a few more points. Except the rest of the battalion is still hanging around. I'm just going to order them to probe neural losses facing that way. That way they should hopefully see that. I bet you're just inside. Yeah, if I can get them to rout once more. So... auto facing because I want to attack the area. Hopefully they can move up. Increase the frontage, decrease the depth. It's all about playing the angles. Let's try that. I should try and clear those guys out. If those snow shirts can get in, I'm not too worried. They should be able to take on 5 stewards. Let's lay in some bombardment on that company. Let's open up here. Oh, I have secured my first objective. And that's taking us up to a draw. What state are you guys in? Massively fatigued. These guys are not going to be worth anything till tomorrow morning. So I'm going to put them in a defensive position posture. Here, facing that direction, that's where I think the eyes are going to be coming from. Minimum loss is maximum rest. Okay, company is routing, that's good. So this section here is just a mess. I'm really going to have to use most of my fire support, free fire support on here. I'm actually going to pause so this comes in as one one attack. All attacks stopped by one assault gun company that weren't even pulled. We should have fallen back ages ago. Right. You, I want to defend here, facing that direction. Probably a bit of a, not as wide. That's like it. Unfortunately, you're going to get the attack order on this guy. They didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. At least the artillery strikes coming on here. Yeah. Right. Pause up for a second. I want you to form up here. Then attack here, maximum everything. Minimum rest, no rest. In of arrowhead formation. That's Dukes are finally going in. And they've lost one of their number already. And I've butchered the Stuarts, and the rest of the Stuarts are now fleeing. That has allowed me to secure the secondary objective. When did they apparently that guy's retreat. gave up at then. They're going to defend. What state are you guys in? You could do with a rest. So I'm just going to have you probe south. Really, I just need to clear these guys out. At which point I should be able to claim that objective. They're routing towards my front line. Never good. Moving to defend. Tomorrow I'm going to use one of these battalions to probe towards Kaffenberg down in the corner there. As it is, everyone's been fighting pretty much for 2 days solid, and yeah, with anything other than the Panzer Grenadier Regiment, I probably would have done okay. Sorry, Volkster, not Panzer Grenadier. I'm just wishing I had Panzer Grenadiers. What are you guys doing down here? Right, as you can see now it's falling for the second time. No idea of probe is to move everyone to reserve. As night's coming, I shall speed time up again. And pause it to slow time down. Once again, my entire attack is pretty much routed by a fucking single unit. And artillery, of course, but who do you think's calling in the artillery? Oh, we've actually made it across the river, but for some reason the battalion HQ is leading the way. More artillery falls, and these guys are massively suppressed already. But at least occupation points are starting to build up here, and I'll get a good number on it if I hold it at the end. These guys are slowly resting up. That armoured car company, that's different. Ooh, will it actually take 2 battalions to secure 1 crossing? And 2 points for destroy the enemy. Alright, I need to shift these 2 because they're in my area. Alright, so night's passing without much effect. I mean, most of my guys are too shattered to do anything anyway. Fatigue levels are dropping okay. So, I'm going to order a probe towards Kaffenberg, which will start about 6:47 in the morning. I'm not really expecting it to do much, but these other two battalions can hold Hoffen. I've finally secured there. So, you're the fresher one. I want you to probe up this road here. Pretty much my units are played out now, so I'm going to keep this on full speed and get to the end. It's been 50 minutes already. These are the infantry units that retreated out of the Hoffen yesterday. And once again my men get sent straight into retreat by the enemy. Let's call some artillery in on that section. I'm not the only one calling in artillery, as you can see. Ooh, too close to my guys. What is it with enemy stewards? They seem to have slowed me down massively. These guys are apparently not stopping my guys from advancing. Right, back up to full speed because we've only got 3 hours left of game time. Stewards. I'm going to learn to hate stewards, aren't I? At least I've secured the position there. I'm not going to get to Kaltenberg, but everywhere else seems to hold. Right, last few minutes. And we should see the screen coming up in a second. Right, marginal victory, that's not too bad. So, Allies lost a few more than me, but really that was quite a poor showing by me. But it's a victory, I can carry on. And if you guys like, I can do some more of these.